Hello and welcome back to Hunter's Moon. I am here at Tribal Council for a little nighttime tribal because, why not? I'm good right now by the light of the fire, but our players will need to be lit up when they go in. Sorry. They are. Honestly, I can't actually see them. They were hiding in the shadows a moment ago, and now I can't tell if it's shadow or not. So we might just be hanging out. We'll give y'all time to file on in here
Players,
before the players come in.
come on into Tribal Council.
Got their torches behind me here. 7 are lit. 6 will remain lit after this. And heading on into Tribal Council, here they are now. We've got Jazzy, Dave, Matt, Melissa, Brian, Culp, and Taylor.
Welcome in our jury.
Our jury heading on into the Tribal Council area now. As a reminder, the jury is able to watch the
Bergen,
proceedings.
Tyler, Brianna, and Cam voted out at the last Tribal Council.
Disaster in the jury area.
Melissa, very, very impressive immunity win. Guaranteeing your spot in the final day of this game. It must be an elating feeling. Tell me, how are you feeling right now?
So awesome for like so many reasons. I was not stepping down unless like my feet fell off my body. So I'm just really proud of myself, and yeah, I'm really excited.
Matt, you were right there. He was solid most of the time, said multiple times, I am not falling off this beam. It looked like when it was no more help with the body, that's when you decided to fall off. You were that close. How are you feeling now that you are vulnerable at Tribal Council and have not secured your safety?
Well, in regards to the challenge, I'm glad I gave it my all. I definitely was trying to employ the strategy of confident wordplay to get me there, and it did not work out. Unfortunately, Melissa's too strong for that. So, but I was happy she got it as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm nervous, obviously. Not having the necklace I mean, after having it is nerve wracking, definitely. And now we're down to 7 that there's just nowhere to hide. I think everyone's names get thrown out. But I'm hoping the relationships I've made, people see the motivation and wanting to work with me and wanting to vote the way we've talked about voting.
What is that motivation that you talk about wanting to work with you? Why should these players want to work with you and want to bring you to tomorrow?
For basically the only reason that people want to work with people in this game is that they view me being in their game in the next round as improving their chances of winning. And so I've made that pitch to the people I'm voting with in multiple ways that me being here for the next vote improves your chances of winning, and align that with the direction that we would all want to go together.
Culp, a couple of tribals ago, you mentioned just getting through the round. There is 7 left, and Matt just said there isn't much more places to hide. Where are you trying to hide right now, or are you trying to push specific agendas that you need to make sure that you get those final votes from the jurors to win this game?
It's definitely not anything I am doing on my own. I think everybody has an agenda. This is very much an individual game. Everybody has their path to the end, and we are looking at a extremely impressive final 7. I mean, you haven't even seen a repeat immunity winner here. So everybody is talented, everybody is strong, and there are a lot of paths to the end. So for me, it is continuing to push that loyalty factor, that dedication factor, that commitment factor. At the end of the day, you're only as valuable as your word in this game. So being able to figure out those paths, match it with your commitments, I think is the best way to go.
Dave, the interesting thing about this game is you can make it all the way to the end, but it's not these people who decide who wins. It's the jury. It's the people you have voted out. Um, how are you ensuring that your resume is good enough to receive those votes to win? We're now almost to the final day, and everyone needs to start thinking about what it might take for them to vote for you. What's on your mind to make sure that they are writing your name down in the very end?
Well, I think all 7 of the people here have already started a mental checklist of I could say this, I don't want to say that, I want to do this, I want to do that. But in order to say those things, you got to get there. And we're at the final 7. And in Survivor, the final 7 has historically been the place, the inflection point, where if someone's going to make a move, if someone's going to flip the script, it's going to happen right now because after this sets up the end game. It's hard to really rejigger things after this vote. So 6 people are going to go forward and they're going to keep checking the boxes and someone's going to go home and be disappointed that they can't pitch their case.
Totally.
Me, I hope it's not me.
Yep. And I asked you last tribal council, and you said you'll come back to me at a later one. What's your path?
Get through this vote, and then the path will be a little bit clearer.
I'll ask you next tribal.
Yes.
I hope.
Brian, how are you feeling? You are now in final 7 after being eliminated day 1. Second person voted out of this game, and now you are final 7. What do you say that is your biggest strength to get you to this spot right now after being eliminated tribal 2?
So I'm really, really proud of just where I've gotten in this game. I felt like a rookie, and now I feel like I'm playing like a hunter. I think that my greatest strength right now is my resolve. Like, I know I like to ham it up for the camera, but I like to think that this is like tuna fishing, where like you've got a bite on the line and you just got to reel it in and get it on the dock. So at this point, I'm just carefully making sure I keep my ducks in a row and I can pull in that big fish.
Jazzy, as you're fishing and trying to pull up that big fish, how are you attempting to avoid the shark that's going to jump up and take you out?
It's a good question. It's hard to manage every vote because the way that I've had to lie to the jury is the way people are going to have to lie to me to get me out. So when is that happening? And can I overcome that with the relationships that I made? And I hope that that's what's happening. I've made some good connections, but at some point the shark is coming for me. And I have heard my name tonight, and it's been an emotional night, but I am proud of the game that I've played. And I love everybody, and like Dave said, we've all played a wonderful game. I'm hoping to make it through this round to continue and make it to day 5, and that hopefully that shark circles the shore a little more.
Taylor, Jazzy said that she heard her name tonight. What about you? Have you heard your name floating around out there?
Oh, absolutely.
And how are you trying to lower that threat level and say, you know what? No, not me, not me.
I mean, you have to just solidify with the people that you've been working in this game with and try to make sure that their hopeful path to the end to get that big fish is, the same with yours. And everyone, as everyone has said, has their own path or what they think is best for their game. And there's still so much game left to play. So you just have to really hope that you're making the right move. It's so hard at this point because we're we're eating each other essentially. These are people that we started in a 21 and now we're down to these numbers, and it sucks. It really does. And we all signed up for this, and it gets harder each time. Even the lie, if anyone says that it gets easier, they're lying to you. So
I said it once, I'll say it again. I don't think the people who haven't played this game understand that when you are out here in the elements for days and playing this game for days, you truly feel like you are bonded like family, which is why these votes are very hard, especially when it is final 7. Is there anything else that I may have missed that anyone would like to say? Plead their case. This is your final chance to say what you want to say if you are worried you are about to go home.
This is gonna be gaggy.
And with that, it is time to vote. Matt, let's start with you.
All right, and away we go for some tea time. All right. These players are full of analogies. We had painting earlier. We've got fishing now. We've got sharks in there. All kinds of outdoorsy metaphors. Let's see. I particularly liked what Brian said about feeling like they were playing like a rookie earlier, but now they're playing like a hunter. So we will soon see if that is the case. Oh, fun. So I've never done maybe I have done a nighttime tea time, but I didn't pause to realize that I'm alone kind of in the dark over here. So that's not great. But I'm going to be brave for y'all because you're worth it. And let's see what's going on. So, okay. I think this is it. Okay. Yes. All right. Hello, friends. I'm going to do this I'm going to kneel down. Oh, I can pretend like I'm in oh my God. I'm sorry. I just hit this bush and then I thought an animal was inside because it started moving. Okay. I'm just going to settle in here and be brave and get through this. Okay. So where do I want to start? Because this is a little bit messy. Okay. So here's the deal. There's been a lot of weird telephone in this game. This round. And I don't mean like challenges. I mean like players being like, he said, she said, we all said, and it's been crazy. So one drama that's kind of, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by every noise that I'm making myself. Okay, so basically, here's the deal. Matt, who, if you'll remember, was in an incredible spot and very well insulated with all these different alliances and seemed to be one of the most well-connected people in the cast, has just voted out 2 original Cutler people back-to-back in Cam and Brianna. His current ideal final 4 is Dave, Jazzy, Brian, and himself. So Matt wants a final 4 of Dave, Jazzy, and Brian. However, Dave thinks Matt is coming for him and using his extra vote to do so. But he's actually wrong about that because Matt actually wants to go to the final 4 with him. And the reason Dave might think that is that Matt told Taylor that he and Brian were having a conversation earlier where Brian told him to vote Dave out and use his extra vote. So basically, this convo between Matt and Brian happened. Brian goes, hey, Matt, let's target Dave. Let's use your extra vote. Let's get this done. Matt absolutely did not want to do that because, again, like, Matt and Dave have been super tight this whole game. They were in hunting party. Matt's always felt strongly about Dave. So Matt's sharing this with Taylor. I think Taylor might have either misinterpreted it or told someone who told Dave. And so now Dave thinks that Matt is out to get him. So now Dave wants Matt out. Mess. Meanwhile, we have Culp, who feels that he actually steered Matt to lead the Cam vote next round, which is interesting, and is feeling in lockstep with Melissa. They had bonds from Reward Challenge Night 1, and so he's feeling really good about Melissa right now. Speaking of Melissa, Melissa is super glad to have this immunity necklace around her neck because she's been trying to like downplay her threat level, kind of mute herself, but she's now worried that she might have muted herself too much for the jury to respect it. So she's super glad that she has this challenge win. And she's also super glad because she's worried about Matt's extra vote this round. Because Matt wanted to use it at final 6, and she realizes that's super powerful at that time because if there's a tie, that can break the tie and put a 7th vote in the mix. let's see. Sorry, I feel like this is super disjointed and I'm sorry. But here we go. Let's see. Back to Brian. So not only does Brian want Dave out and told Dave's number one ally, which somehow ended up working in his favor, sort of, but Brian feels that they have an unspoken alliance and protection of him, Culp, and Melissa. Now, I don't know about y'all. I feel like if something is unspoken in Survivor, it might not actually be true or real. I feel like sometimes you got to speak it and be like, I got you in order for it to make sense. So I don't know if he's going off of vibes and that's true or not, but I just find that fascinating. Let's see. Okay, so, oh my god, I have so many circles. So apparently, Culp, Dave, Brian, and Matt are all targets this round, and now I'm trying to figure out why that is because I haven't talked about that yet. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. This is like the worst tea time ever. My bad. Okay, but it's almost at an end. So let's see. Oh, okay. Sorry. Taylor also wants Brian out this round because she's worried about his underdog story. She feels like he could have a really strong final tribal story should he make it there. And apparently Matt has been super messy and has thrown out a ton of names, including Jazzy, which is confusing to me because, again, Jazzy is part of his ideal Final Four. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Let me leave you with these parting words from Jazzy concerning kind of what we look ahead to on day 5. Jazzy says, in a cast of mainly villains that are left, Matt is the one that's more heroic and likable, so he has to go. Yeah, so I don't know if Matt will go, but if Matt will go, it might be a blindside. So we'll see. All right, let's run back over. Sorry that was all over the place and that I was a little scaredy cat in the dark, but thanks for sticking with me. We'll head on to Tribal Council and find out what's going to happen. I know it's dark. As soon as we get back, y'all will be able to see the players. All right, and in comes host Alan with the votes.
If anybody has an idol or an advantage and they want to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll get to the votes. First vote, Matt. Second vote, Culp. Matt. That's 2 votes Matt, 1 vote Culp. Matt. That's 3 votes Matt, 1 vote Culp. Matt. That's 4 votes Matt, 1 vote Culp. Matt. That is enough. Please bring me your torch. Matt, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Thank you.
Good job, Matt.
All right, and we are heading out of Tribal Council and following Matt. All right, Matt, we are just heading on over to this bench. I know it's a little dark. We're trying to light your way here. We are still live, so as soon as you settle in on this bench, your stuff down and get a little comfortable, take a little breath and a little moment, and then this will be your time to share anything on your mind with our viewers.
Yeah, I got cocky. You saw it in the challenge, and I did the same thing in the vote. I way overplayed my hand. I thought I had at least Taylor and Dave in on that plan. I thought I had, enough to take out take out Colt, but it wasn't, and I'm all right with it. I swung big. I honestly didn't think I'd make it this far. And yeah, I felt like I needed Colt to go there to get me in a position to win. And props to them. They're great players. So I'm sitting here because of it.
All right, you have made it deep into this game. Congratulations to making it to the jury. End of day 4. You had some immunity challenge necklace moments.
I did have one.
You sure did. Lots to be proud of about your time out here.
Yeah.
I'd love to know maybe something that you're most proud of about yourself.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to come in here and play a game that was different from one of the games I had played before, and that I relied more on relationships and insulating myself. I think I played the middle a lot better than I have in other previous situations. I think I relied more on my social skills than some of the previous games I've played. So I'm proud of that. And I'm also proud of the money I raised. I raised over $1,000 for Boston Children's Hospital. I said it a bunch of times on feed, but I have epilepsy and spent a lot of time in Boston Children's Hospital and got to see just how great their service is to children and families. They create an environment for children and families who are dealing with really scary things early on in life. And I'm lucky enough that my condition wasn't deadly serious, but there are a lot of people in there who are dealing with a lot worse things. And Boston Children's Hospital creates an environment for them to deal with those things safely. So, yeah, I'm really proud of the money I raised there. And shout out all my family and friends or anyone who's watching. Appreciate you guys more than you know. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, Matt. And before we let you go, just a couple more things.
Yeah.
I'd love to know maybe something that you learned about yourself in your time out here.
What did I learn about myself? Well, the not eating was harder than I expected. After 3 days, I was feeling pretty faint. But yeah, I don't know. I think I learned that I can at least run with the big dogs. I've played these games before with people who are more similar to me, and whether it's age or interest or location. And this was more similar to the real thing. So yeah, I think I learned I can at least give a fair shot at it.
I love it. Well, Matt, thank you so much. We will let you head on over to Ponderosa. Congratulations on being a member of our jury and on a game very well played.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. And we have now reached the end of day 4. What a day. We are down to our final 6 players, and they will be, oh, you can't see me. Come back. Hello. We'll be concluding tomorrow, and yeah, we have our final 6 players, and we will be crowning a winner. We're very excited. So join us as soon as I end the stream for the live recap show. If you missed anything today and you want to get caught up before tomorrow's very exciting conclusion to Can You Survive the Hunter's Moon, we will see you tonight and then again in the morning, and have a good night, everyone.